Luke and Lewis on 1019 The Fox. Come on!
Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Welcome to the show. Start of a new week, Luke.
Yes, it's Monday, and Lewis, today is the first show we've ever done without our regular button pusher radio mic, so expect a great show.
Yes, he's notorious for making mistakes, so I don't think you're going to hear any.
Instead, we have Radio Dave. Radio Dave, welcome. He hasn't turned his...
Thank you.
Oh, first mistake.
First mistake of the show.
That's all right. You're still like... Mike would have already made about 4 by now, so you're flying. All right, the fact that the show's on air is a commendable
That's
effort.
pretty remarkable in itself. So we got a big show coming up later today, but you're a little bit stressed, aren't you, Luke? You're falling behind.
Well, yeah, I'm getting behind on Love Island. Now, I know the show finished last week, but I'm one of the stragglers still trying to catch up. It's sad when you're saying out loud, but I will talk about that next.
Brilliant. It's Luke and Lewis on the Fox.
Luke,
Man, what are you doing?
I thought you were going to speak, so then I usually go, Luke. I'm Luke.
Do you know how often you do that?
I know.
You've done that so many times where you've said your own name instead of mine. Do you know who you are?
That's because I know you don't care what I'm about to say. So I feel like I'm talking to myself anyway.
Yeah,
I was about to tell you that I'm still watching Love Island.
Yeah, I saw Love Island.
And I just know you don't care about it.
No, I don't.
So it's like... You know what actually I think it was? There's pictures of us in the studio on the screens here.
Yeah.
And I think you bent down and I saw a flash of me and I said Luke instead of Lewis.
When have you ever had a conversation with yourself? Do you talk to yourself in the mirror?
No.
As well? You go, oh, hey, Luke, good morning.
What's up, man? You care what I'm about to say.
All right. Tell yourself about
Lewis.
Love Island.
I mean, okay, Luke, I'm watching Love Island. I know. No, this is weird. You need to contribute to the conversation.
Okay, I will.
I'm still catching up on Love Island.
Can I get my contribution now?
Yeah.
This sucks.
Yeah.
Continue.
Now, I know people, you are confused at this point because you don't know that Love Island finished last week.
No, I do know that Love Island finished. It's all over Facebook.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I know that Love Island's finished. And I also know that it's finished because you have been stressing all week because you're like a few episodes behind.
Yeah, and I didn't want to have it spoiled for me, and then it got spoiled for me. Yeah. So, but I'm still watching it though because I just want to know the journey, you know. I know that Grant and Taylor win.
Can Love Island even get spoiled though?
Yeah, because there's a winner.
Does it have such a compelling storyline?
Oh, yeah, because I'm up to the bit where it's like, will the Australian public vote out Cassidy? And that's only episode 19. And I know that then the Australian public does go on to vote out Cassidy. It would have been a thrill to watch live.
That's true.
But I've had everything spoiled for me. So I just go, oh, I wonder how she got voted out just to keep it interesting for me.
Probably by
it's
the
pathetic.
rules of getting voted out, just by getting less votes than the other person.
Yeah, well, that's how majorities usually work.
Why don't you just vote along anyway, just to make it feel more real?
Well, that's the thing. I've downloaded the app. I realised that I was downloading the app, and then I was like, why am I pretending like I'm watching this on TV?
Jeez, that's when you know you've hit rock bottom. When you open up your phone and you see the Love Island logo downloaded on your phone.
And I go to live vote, and the show's finished a week ago. That's lower than rock bottom. But I just want to ask people, like, surely I'm not the only one here. No, I'm not the only one who's still catching up on Love Island. But B, there's always people catching up on stuff.
Oh, yeah.
A friend of mine was catching up on Friends the other day. It's like, mate, that happened 20 years ago.
I can do better than that. My girlfriend at the moment is watching Frasier.
Oh, well, that's just like on 9 Go?
Yeah. No, she downloaded a free trial of Stan so she could watch Frasier.
Wow.
I'm like, I've never heard a more wanky sentence in my life.
I've never heard of a Frasier binge before. Jesus, what are you catching up on? Are you catching up on anything?
I'm about 30 books behind on my science fiction series, so I'm really keen to catch up on that and just get in the mood.
I'd rather catch up on Frasier.
All right, well, give us a call on 131060, guys. What are you trying to catch up on? We'd love to talk to you.
Surely no one's lame enough to be catching up on Frasier or science fiction books.
Luke and Lewis on the Fox. What are you trying to catch up on? Because, Luke, you're about 10 episodes behind on Love Island.
Yeah, every time you say it, the sadder it gets, doesn't it? And it's not good. The show finished last week, I believe, and I'm making it my mission to finish it. There's 30 episodes of that show.
Yeah.
That's way too many episodes. I think there's only like 14 to 16 episodes of The Bachelor.
Yeah.
That's what I'm used to with reality TV. This is a whole new level.
Well, that's like Neighbours stats. Neighbours has 34 episodes a season, which is crazy.
Yeah, but no one's watching that. No one's watching that live or catching up.
Welcome to the show, Billy. What are you trying to catch up on?
I've been catching up on Suits.
Suits, that's a good one. Was that since the royal wedding because of Meghan Markle?
Yeah, that's it. Everyone was like talking about Meghan Markle and stuff, and I thought,
Yeah.
in Suits, and I thought,
So you're like, this is the perfect time for me to start watching a show that she's no longer in.
Yeah, she
exactly.
quit the show, but, I mean, you just wanted to see Meghan Markle before she was a princess.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and has it been good?
Yeah, it's actually one of the best shows I've ever watched.
It's good, isn't it? And what season are you up to? How far behind are you?
I'm on season 7 now, so one season behind.
Oh, man,
That's
season
not that bad.
7? I think I'm only up to season 5.
Oh, you're...
I'm going to have to catch up on that too.
Thanks for calling, Billy. Renee, welcome to the show. What are you trying to catch up on?
Supernatural.
Oh, I never watched that.
Oh,
I have.
Sorry.
I watched the first episode when I was way too young,
Yeah.
and I just had
Yeah.
nightmares for 3 days.
me too. Terrified me.
And have
Yeah.
you been catching
Right.
up ever since? So did you boycott the show for years and now thought, I want to go back?
No, I've been watching it for years, but I can't watch a new season without watching all of the old season first because I'm weird.
Oh, I
Why?
know people like this.
Really?
Every
Yeah.
time a new season comes out, I have to start from the very beginning and work my way through.
Yep. Emily refused to watch my girlfriend Emily, she refused to go watch the new Avengers film because she wanted to rewatch every single Marvel film leading up to it.
Well, that'd take a whole month. That's way too many
so
films.
she still hasn't seen it. It
Yeah.
got put out over a month ago.
Yeah,
so.
she never will.
No.
Thanks for calling, Renee. Lachlan, welcome to the show. What are you catching up on?
How we doing?
Very well. What are you catching up on, Lachlan?
So I'm trying to catch up on the anime One Piece, which is sitting at about over 700 episodes.
Yes, I
don't know
actually,
what this
I'm
is.
very familiar with this, man. I'm even further behind on you. I'm actually reading the manga, which is the comic book version.
Yep.
And I want to catch up on all of that. There's about probably 800 issues of that, and then I'm going to start the anime.
Hey, guys. No one
Yeah.
cares.
No,
There's no one,
Mate.
no one listening to this is like, man, me too.
Hey, Lachlan, I think you'll agree with me when, even though we're 500 episodes behind on an anime show, it's still less embarrassing than 10 episodes behind on Love Island.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm glad you agree with me. See,
Being
man?
behind on the manga, though, that's lame.
Yes, that is very lame. Thanks for calling, guys. The two biggest rap fans on the airwaves right now.
Yeah, I was listening to Drake's new album today, one of his many tracks. Obviously,
Yeah.
I don't have time for all of them because there's 25, so too many tracks.
Way too many.
But I did have time for one, and you might have heard this in other rap songs where rappers make this sound effect. And when I say sound effect, it's from their mouth. It's not like made on a computer.
It's a noise that people make. And Luke, you've realised that you just can't make that
I
noise.
spent the majority of this afternoon trying to do that noise. Now, I could have spent that time catching up on Love Island, but I didn't. I spent the time trying to go, look, I'll try and do it next.
Yeah.
That was me.
That wasn't you. I can't do it either. So I think what we're going to do after this is we're going to try and learn how to make whatever sound that is. It's Luca Lewis on the Fox. We are missing our regular button pusher Radio Mike. He's been
Yes.
replaced by this far superior Radio Dave, who's only made...
Yes.
Oh,
Look
very
how
good.
slick that was.
He only communicates with sound effects. Isn't that right, Dave? I've got a text from Radio Mike. He says, the show sounds great, by the way. Really weird being on the other side.
Nah, we don't mind.
It's really smooth, actually.
What the show's been missing, I think, is Radio Mike missing. And for those who don't know now, I know Mike's listening to this now. He probably doesn't want us to tell us where he was. Look, he doesn't want us to tell people where he was this weekend, but I think we must. He was
have
at
to.
one of the nerdiest things I've ever heard of.
And
even for you.
yeah.
You didn't even want to go.
No, I heard this and I was like, that's even nerdier than reading 800 issues of a One Piece manga.
Yeah. So he was went to Sydney Opera House to watch the video game called the Kingdom of Hearts soundtrack played by an orchestra.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that game.
He flew interstate. What's the most surprising thing is not that he flew interstate from Melbourne to Sydney to listen to an orchestra play video game music. The craziest thing about it is he found a mate to come with him.
Yeah.
Like someone else was like, yeah, I also think
I would
that's
love
a
to
good
go.
idea.
Spend $400 on that.
Yeah, and obviously it wasn't really worth it because he's been calling us all day. I got a call from him while he was on the Sydney Harbour Bridge just talking about nothing.
Yeah.
He hasn't filled his days. He's just been like, oh, this 2-hour experience will fill my entire trip.
Yeah, I haven't filled my days either, Lewis. Today, I was, thank you for bringing up Mike, but we must press on with the show. Today, I was listening to Drake's new tracks, right? Not all of them. Again, there's 25 tracks on his new album. Way too many tracks. Don't have time for that.
No.
I'm not busy, but I got lots of Love Island to watch. So I was listening to one of his songs called Ratchet Happy Birthday, and there's one point of the song where he does this sound effect.
Petty bullshit sitting inside you on your birthday. It's your
How does he do that?
I don't know.
Right, well, this is the thing.
You don't say it. You're saying you don't say it.
I've spent all afternoon watching it. I was in my shower before we came to the radio station just going,
Thanks, Radio Dave. Great sound effect. Very apt.
How do you do it?
Well, it's called, according to the Collins Dictionary, a brap, B-R-A-P.
Is it spelled brap?
Yeah.
I've been spelling it B-R-R-R-T-H, like
Brath.
breath.
It's an exclamation used to imitate the sound of a burst of gunfire from an automatic weapon.
Yeah, right.
You're like, my raps are like gunfire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, stop rubbing it in, man. I can't do it either. I was a little bit close to
I can do gunfire.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think that sounds much more realistic than I can't do it. But actually, you know what, guys? Give us a call on 131060. Can you make the brat noise? Or can you even teach us how to do it?
I want someone who can firstly make this noise, but do it like this. That wasn't me, surprisingly. But I want someone who can do it that
heaps
well.
Of calls. There's a lot of brap experts.
Right, I want someone who can go and then I want them to be able to teach me how to do it, because I want to be into Drake, but I'm not cool enough.
Yeah, so if you're an expert brap artist, give us a call on 131060.
So many brappers listening.
Can you make whatever this sound is?
How do people do that? With a mouth?
I don't know.
Not with like a machine. I feel like there should be a brap machine. Well, it's called brapping. That's what it's been called.
They're imitating a machine. A machine gun, specifically, is what they're imitating with your mouth.
Yeah, so I was listening to Drake today make this sound effect. Right? And I started trying to do it all afternoon. I was brapping around the house. I didn't know at the time it was called a brap. I thought I was... I didn't know what it was called. I felt like I didn't even know it was trying to imitate a gun. That makes it easier. I was kind of I was trying to like imitate a vacuum that couldn't start up all afternoon, like.
Yeah, well, I can't make this noise either, Luke. And I'm actually hosting a rap battle next month, and I've been to a rap battle before. That's all anyone does at a rap battle is they just make that noise. That's all they do after any time anyone says anything,
and also,
they make that noise.
Drake did it, right? That's where I first heard it. And then Kanye, we found out, has definitely one-upped him here.
Has he really?
Yeah. Actually, I can do the gars.
I don't think he's... Oh, he did it there. Okay. That's pretty good. That's like very enthusiastic.
I can do ga-ga-ga-ga. But I can't do the...
No, we can't do that.
So that's why we wanted people to teach us. Jonathan, can you brap?
Welcome to the show, mate. Can you give us a brap?
That was pretty good. Can you give us another? Maybe not ding him. Hang on, do it one more.
I think he's just going brap. Anyone can do that. I don't think you're actually doing it, man.
Like, do it one more time.
He's not doing it. He's just going.
It sounds like a remote controlled car.
He's just doing whatever a horse does.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for giving.
Well, I don't think I want to learn off Jonathan. Rochelle, can you do it? Well, that's
pretty good. It says here that you're from Frankston, so you would probably know how to do this perfect.
Where did you learn to brap?
I don't know.
Just
had the skill.
Always had the skill.
Yeah,
man.
told you.
A natural brapper. Brap lord from day one.
Thanks for that, Rochelle. We're going to try out Eden.
Hang on, stay on the line, Rochelle. You may be the person who I need to teach me. Eden, you do a brap? Well, that was the best one. Can you do a longer one?
Yeah, sure.
That was really good. That was Drake quality.
Yeah.
That was a Drake quality brap. Well done, Eden.
Cheers, mate.
Is this actually just Drake calling in?
Yeah, under a fake name.
Well, how do we do it, man?
So, what's the best way to learn? Is it putting your tongue against the top of your mouth? Because I know there are right now people in cars all around Melbourne trying to brap. So teach us all.
Yeah, man. It's just like it's just like the way you do it. It's just you got to have your tongue. It's just really loosely on the top of your mouth, and you're just trying to say like the sound of an R. And as the air goes out of your mouth, the front of your tongue is just...
So you're trying to do an R. I've been trying to do a... I've been trying to do a B. That's the problem. I've been trying to go...
No. Before it was called a brap. It was called rolling your R's. It's just the letter R.
So that's kind of the OG term for brapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a...
Who was the first brapper? Not
like
rapper. Who was the first guy to brap? Did Tupac brap?
Maybe.
Nah, he actually had talent.
We'll give it a go, Luke.
Okay. Oh, wait.
I'm sorry, Eden. You might be really good at rapping, but you're not very good at teaching.
Hey, Eden, hang on. No, I'm not going to get it.
it.
Eden, can you have a go at the Kanye one? If we play you a short clip of the Kanye run, do you reckon you could try and do your best Kanye brap? Like the that one?
Yeah, oh, mate, I'll tell you what, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a go. All right,
we'll
listen
play it for
now.
you This is advanced technique.
Do you reckon you can go do
for
that?
it.
You can play it one more time for me? One more time?
One more time.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Amazing,
good.
man. Incredible.
That's
Thank you.
really good. Hang on, one more. I'll do one more but to take us out to the song.
Yeah, good call. Let's go to a song. Drake just released an album that has 25 tracks on it. Way too many tracks.
That's an insane amount of tracks.
Yeah.
You can't even count that amount of tracks on your fingers and toes.
A train would struggle with those tracks.
You've made that joke last week.
Yeah, but I made it in less words today, so I feel like I really nailed it this time. Guys, I'll try it again next week.
I don't think we'll be on air next week.
We'll see. They haven't heard my next train joke.
But yeah, so we're releasing an album with 0 tracks in it. Now, let's not confuse this with silent tracks.
No.
There is no audio.
Silent tracks have been done, and they still count as a track. We're not
Yes.
doing that. We're releasing an album. We've recorded a song, and then we deleted it because it wasn't good enough for the album. No track.
Not that it wasn't good enough. We just, the album, it wasn't really, it didn't fit the concept of the album because it was a track.
It was a track.
And what we're talking about today is we're trying to get the album cover sorted.
Yes.
Because obviously when you got no tracks, the album art then becomes one of the main focuses of the creative process.
Pretty much the only thing that you get, really.
Yeah. And have we discussed the release date? We need to discuss the release date as well.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to get on today.
I mean, we could release it technically right now because it's not like we have to release anything.
We don't have good cover art, though. That's what we need to talk about. Drake, he just released an album with 25 tracks on it. It's too many tracks.
I'm sick and tired of even thinking about how many tracks he put on both sides of that album.
It's 25.
I hate thinking about that.
Yeah,
It's too many.
I know. I mean, it's always hard to be funny about this. When I've been trying to make a whole bunch of train track jokes all week. And
Yeah, and none of those have hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wasn't on the right track. Thanks, Dave, for that impromptu sound.
Man, that saved you so hard. If Dave hadn't have been on that, Jesus, that would have gone to silence.
Hey, thanks, Dave, because you
Say
also
it
get me a
again.
laugh.
No, say it again without the but-um-chu, and I want you to know how that would have sounded.
Okay, hey, Luke, I've been trying to make a whole bunch of train jokes that haven't worked. I guess I was on the wrong track. Thanks, Dave. You saved me again. He's always got me. Sorry, man. Radio Dave's on my team.
All right, so...
Could you boo, Luke?
Yeah. Sorry, not boo me. If you boo me right now, I don't know, I have nothing against you.
Yeah, we don't have any sound effects.
I was going to be like, oh, kick us off air, but you control that too. So,
Yeah,
hey,
we're,
man,
we're talking about our no track album. Let's get back on track.
Okay. All right. So we're trying to sort out the cover album for a no-track album. There's 0 tracks on this new album. This week is release week. I think let's pencil in the release date for Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because it's not like we have to really do much. We just have to work out the cover art, right?
Yeah.
And I think then we need to organise press and how we're touring the album. There's a bunch of stuff after that.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of stuff. We
first-
might have to sign a record deal before that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're not really signing anything to
Well,
the
a
deal.
no record deal.
Yeah, let's sign with no records.
Yeah, brilliant.
But this happened last week on the show, right? We were talking about potential, if people were interested in the album, and then a lady called up. She really wanted to know if we had the cover art, which I guess we hadn't thought of yet, and this is what happened.
If you have an awesome launch, Dave, you have awesome celebrities, I'm willing to pay about let's say $50.
Yeah,
$50.
and that's
Courtney,
grossly
I-
underpriced.
I don't mean to disappoint you about the celebrities, but Conrad Sewell turned us down, so I don't think we're going to get anyone big.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, maybe we can get someone like Rove.
All right. My favourite part about that call is even she was like, you could get Rove?
Yeah.
And then she laughed before we did. I think that Rove even surprised her.
So I think we were talking about like how we can get people interested in the album. She suggested a celebrity endorsement and then said, who's on the cover? You should put Conrad Sewell on the cover. And then we're like, well, he actually already turned us down. We actually reached out to celebrities last week. Amy Shark said she's too busy doing a new album. Conrad Sewell turned us down for a collab. Lots of hard no's, but we didn't let that get to us because at the end of the day, there's nothing to collab on anyway.
Yeah.
So it was almost great news in the end.
What we really need is someone who is not a musician. So Rove is perfect.
Yeah,
who
and then
doesn't make songs.
Rove was suggested, so we left it to our producer Caitlin to organise getting Rove on. How did we go, Caitlin?
So I've contacted Rove's management,
Yeah.
and they said, unfortunately, he's unavailable for the whole next week.
Doing what? Is he doing other album shoots?
No, he's just got a pilot.
A
So
pilot
for a
for a TV show.
Yeah.
Did Rove say no?
No, not Rove, his management.
So we didn't actually get onto Rove.
No, we didn't get on.
So Rove...
You've done a bad job.
The management said no, guys.
So-
I tried.
Right.
So Rove actually doesn't know, Lewis, then, about this proposition. This is a huge career opportunity for Rove. I mean,
Yeah.
he's killing it, but this is big time.
Oh yeah.
All right?
I mean, what we really
He's
need
done
to
a
do,
lot of stuff in Australia, but this album's going to go global, we assume.
we need to make Rove aware of this because his management have blocked the knowledge of the No Track album from Rove. They probably didn't pass on a
So
message.
he just needs to get wind of this album, our No Track album and
Yeah.
the project, and I'm sure he'd be there in a heartbeat. And I guess the goal, and what actually happened last week, we didn't actually play it in that grab, but it was decided that we would try and get Rove on the cover art of the album doing a sexy Rove pose.
Yes,
So
which he's
just-
famous for.
Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't seen one today, but he's going to be famous for it soon.
So what we need to know from you guys is give us a call on 131060. What's the best way to tell Rove about our album? Like,
Yeah.
is it like a Twitter storm
Does anyone
or a PR campaign?
Actually, that's a good idea. Let's do a Twitter storm during the song. So right now, if you're in your car, get on the phone. Obviously, not if you're driving. If you're in the passenger seat, get on your phone. Get on Twitter. Let's tweet him #StrikerRovePose.
Are we
and then
really are we really telling everyone in Melbourne to tweet at Rove right now?
Yes.
Okay.
How else? Right, do you want him on the cover art?
Yeah, I
Do you
do.
want this album to go big?
Let's blow up Rove's phone.
All right, let's blow up Rove's phone. So #StrikerRovePose right now on Twitter. Let him know about the No Track album. We want Rove. And also 131060. Do you know Rove? Do you have a way of getting to him? Do you know where he lives? We want to know. All right?
Luca Lewis on the Fox.
The music industry right now is overloaded with tracks. People are sick of it. So what we found that there was a gap in the market for 0 tracks. So we're
Yeah.
trying to capitalize. And it was brought up on the show last week that we started thinking about album cover art. And it got brought up on the show that Rove McManus should be on the album cover art.
Yeah. Now, if you
Via
ask us
caller.
why, we're not really sure
Well, this
why
is what
that was
happened on the
suggested.
show.
If you have an awesome launch day, if you have awesome celebrities, I'm willing to pay about let's say $50.
Yeah,
$50.
and that's
Courtney,
grossly
I-
underpriced.
I don't mean to disappoint you about the celebrities, but Conrad Sewell turned us down, so I don't think we're going to get anyone.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, maybe we can get someone like Rove.
All right. So I'm not sure even she knows why she suggested Rove, but now that she has, amazing idea, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, well, originally the idea was get Rove to do, so then the idea became into Rove doing a sexy Rove pose because sex sells in the music industry. And look, we don't want to sell out, but at the same time, hey, we want to sell some albums. So.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we want to sell albums. We don't want to sell tracks, just albums. And the perfect way to do that would be get Rove on the cover. So what we've done is we've tweeted Rove.
Well, yeah, we tried to actually contact Rove. We got stopped at his management saying he was busy this week, doesn't have time for any sexy Rove poses. We say, hey, at least run it by him, but they didn't.
Yeah, the management have said, oh, sorry, Rove is too busy to even consider this amazing opportunity. So one, Rove needs to do management, and two, we need to run it by him because he needs to know about this amazing opportunity.
This is a massive opportunity for him. So we've started the Twitter. We're trying to start a Twitter storm to Rove, which is #StrikerRovePose on Twitter. Now I'm looking at the hashtag now.
How's the storm going?
I would say lightly overcast at the moment.
So
we
like
haven't hit
100
full storm.
tweets or
3. Where's your tweet? You said you tweeted him.
I did.
Your tweet's on it. What did you muck up the hashtag?
I did #RovePose.
No, #StrikerRovePose.
That's a massive one. That's why the storm isn't happening. The hashtag's too long.
Well, we said strike a rose pose 5 times.
Oh, okay. Guys, there's 2 hashtags.
You don't listen.
The first hashtag is hashtag strike a Rove pose. The second one, much more simple, Rove pose.
Hang on, I'm looking at hashtag Rove pose. You're the only person who's done a hashtag Rove pose.
Right.
What did you say? You said, hey, at Rove, we need you to strike a Rove pose for our upcoming No Track album. Huge opportunity for you. This will be massive. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably won't see it though, because you're the only one using hashtag Rove pose. Please do use strike a Rove pose so he knows that he has to fully strike one.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
true.
he may just rock up with, any old Rove pose.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get Rove as the cover art to our album. But until then, we're going to keep trying.
I actually said to him, I tweeted a similar thing to you. I said, a sexy Rove pose would really boost album sales. Also, this is a huge opportunity for both of us. So hopefully he knows how much his career may get a boost. I mean, he's not really trying to sell anything. Actually, he's doing a pilot this week.
That's true. I think this album will be great promo for his pilot.
Yeah.
He'll be like, hey, if you like No Tracks, there's none on my TV pilot too. So I reckon that'll work.
And also, I'm sexy and I'm Rove. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm assuming that's how he walks into most pilots. I've never done one before.
I think so. That's probably how he'll tweet us back.
Daryl actually tweeted, at Rove, hashtag strike a Rove pose. No actual context around that, Daryl, but look, the tweets are flooding in, so please do hashtag strike a Rove pose, and I'm sure we'll get Rove on the album cover.
Yeah, we'll see. It's Luca Lewis on the Fox.
Lewis, before the break, we were just talking about how to reach Rove McManus to be the cover on our No Track album cover.
Yes.
We want Rove to strike a sexy Rove pose on our album cover. It was suggested to us by a listener.
Yep.
And we think, hey, a sexy Rove pose would be great. Sex sells.
You can't even say the hashtag. You keep saying sexy Rose pose.
Rose.
You can't even
you didn't say it either.
Guys, we picked a really difficult hashtag, but it doesn't matter if you can't say it as long as you can type
it's
it.
Hashtag strike a Rove. It's too hard to say.
Strike a Rove pose.
And what I'm looking at the hashtag right now. There's lots of tweets coming in. The one thing that I guess we should really clarify is tweet Rove. So say at Rove in that tweet, because some people have just gone hashtag strike a Rove pose. He's not going to see that.
No, I mean, unless you're banking on him for no reason, typing in hashtag strike a Rove pose. I wonder if anyone's tweeting this. He's not going to do that. You need to tweet at him.
We're actually getting an international market already on this hashtag. At European Bob tweeted, this could be a big break at Rove. Please strike a Rove pose.
Yeah.
So people in Europe are on it. Bob's on it. Lisa's on it. Mel, get in there, guys. Please contact Rove. Make sure you tag him though. If you just do the hashtag,
he's not going to see it. I mean, even our old panel operator, Radio Mike, is tweeting as well. He's listening at home in Sydney. Do something else, man.
Yeah. Well, why didn't he rock up to work?
I know, he's just listening to the show instead of actually pushing the buttons.
Anyway, after the break, Lewis, I believe you're going to be exposing a business. It's been a while. So if you have an ABN right now, watch out.
Luca Lewis on the Fox.
Rove?
Luca Lewis on the Fox. That was an important message from Amy Shark. She wants you to know that she says hi. But more importantly, less importantly, we're doing this. Businesses exposed. You've been a naughty business. I'm so excited to do this segment.
It's been a while since you've exposed a business, which means there's been dodgy businesses out there running around unexposed. And I hate that.
I know, it's no good.
As someone who often witnesses businesses being exposed on this show, whenever I see a shady practice going on, I go, oh, that's not my jurisdiction, but I may pass it on to Lewis if I feel the need.
You don't have the sufficient training.
No, or the opener with my voice on it. Is that the only qualification?
Yeah, I think so. So, you can make one yourself, but for now, I'm the only one with the opener. So Business Exposed, it's a segment where I expose a business. So, man, anyone with an ABN can cop it. I've exposed Macca's. I've exposed a local store owned by a family.
Thing.
I don't care.
He'll do a nan and pop down the road, but he'll also do a big corporate like Macca's. No one is safe. So who's copping the wrath today?
Schnitz.
Oh, so you're going like a medium tier fast food?
Yeah, medium.
Actually, medium to large.
Yeah, I'd say medium-sized, high quality in the fast food realm, but still not high quality enough to not be exposed.
I was going to say, usually they're not high quality if they're being mentioned on this segment.
Yes.
Usually they're operating at medium to low.
Well, I'm the main problem I have with Schnitz is they're so good, and they've changed something about their menu, and I'm not happy about it. Every time I went to Schnitz, I used to get the protein packed. So they got the basic version, which is just a schnitzel and avocado, and then they have the protein pack, which is 2 schnitzels and avocado. Luke, they took away the protein packed. So now, every time I go to Schnitz, I have to ask them to put in an extra schnitzel, and they look at me, and I feel ashamed.
Oh my God, I'm so exposed.
Yes, I want that much schnitzel. Okay, maybe it was an unpopular menu choice, and that's why you got rid of it, but I still want that. And now I have to manually build a protein pack, and I'm not okay with it, Schnitz. Change it back.
Why are you going to Schnitz for protein? No one who's like protein loading is going to Schnitz. Hey, while we're on Schnitz, can I do my own? I know this is your segment. I don't want to hijack it, but I have a beef with Schnitz also.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going to bring up Schnitz, but now that Schnitz is copping
if we're double exposing Schnitz, they're never going to recover.
Their stock price is going to plummet.
Like I was judging by my past experience, I was kind of predicting to shut down a couple of Schnitzes.
Well,
but if we double expose them, that's all of them.
You've exposed grilled in the past, so really, where are people going to go for high tier fast food? KFC going to have to up their game. Yeah, Porto. That's starting to get to the poor man's kind of fast food. That may be a client of the station. I don't know. So they do great work. Anyway, Lewis.
Yes.
Schnitz. It's simple. And can you get the sound effect ready, Dave? I am sick to death of getting the lettuce stems in my Schnitz. Oh my God, I'm so exposed.
Dave, could you get the sound effect ready? I would like to expose Luke.
What? That's a good reason to expose him.
The lettuce stems are my favourite part.
What? Oh my God, I'm so exposed.
You've just been triple exposed, mate.
Boycott Lewis and Schnitz.
Luke and Lewis on the Fox. That was some great music by Post Malone. Much better than Panic at the Disco.
All right.
Right, Luke?
No. Are
you unhappy that that's how we've started this segment?
I'm very unhappy with that's how you've started the segment.
What, you think Panic at the Disco is better than Post Malone?
Yes, because Panic at the Disco are my favourite artist / band. I love Post Malone, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think he's got some great tracks, but does not beat the might that is this.
I sign in with the haven't you people ever heard of?
I mean, that is one of their older tracks that many people might know, but I'm a B-sides man.
Right. You like all that.
So yeah, I was defending. I confessed to you last week on the show that I came out as a Panic at the Disco fan. There's many of us who are currently in the closet, but since I've come out on the show loud and proud of liking essentially what is a teenage girl band from 2004.
Yep.
So many fans have come out of the woodwork. My Instagram has been lit up today with
13-year-old girls.
No. There was a few 16-year-old males in there too.
Right.
There was people in all various age ranges, not many being over 18.
Okay.
But by a majority, I actually did a poll, right? So I started to think, I thought last week we had a discussion on the show about Panic at the Disco, and you were like, Luke, you're clearly in the minority here. So I got a few people to call, and we only got 4 calls, right? Yeah. So I was in the minority last week. Yeah. But turns out that since I've been a bit out and, spruiking it to the world, that there were lots of us out there, but we were all silenced by this judgment and hate that people put on this band. And
you mean the correct opinion?
No, the judgment and incorrect opinion. Lewis, I did a poll, a panic poll on my Instagram story today.
Yeah.
Are Panic at the Disco cool again? 66% yes.
Right.
You can't argue with facts. That is a clear majority.
I think 34% of people would argue with that.
Well, okay.
That's literally what your poll says. So, I don't know what your fact is. But is that all you got?
Well, you're in the minority now. How do you feel? You're the weird one now for not liking Panic at the Disco.
No, I just think 66% of your Instagram followers are losers.
And also under the age of 70.
Is that all you had to bring to the show? You thought that would convince me?
Yeah, get on board, man. You get the Panic at the Disco revolution starting, and you're the only one not on board.
I'm happy where I am.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am.
I thought this would be a lot more convincing.
I I guess not.
Hey, but hey, guys, it's been great contacting you all during the week. Hey, someone made a best friend. Someone said, "Hey, man, I put someone's a guy named Connor.
Right.
Put him on my Instagram story saying, "Hey, man, I love Panic at the Disco," and then I put his screenshot on my Instagram story. Someone else messaged him.
Yeah.
He made a new best friend.
Great.
They bonded over Panic at the Disco.
World's worst story. Hey, look, you know what? You know how you didn't manage to get any callers when you asked for fans?
Yeah.
Watch me light up the boards. 131060, give us a call if you are not a Panic at the Disco fan.
No, call if you are one too.
No, okay, that's not what it is. Call if you're not a fan. 131060, I'll talk to you in a minute. I told everyone to call if you were not a Panic at the Disco fan, and
because Panic at the Disco is my favourite band, and often when I say that to people, I get judged by people like you.
yeah.
Most people. No, well, that's the thing. Now you're in the minority.
I know, we only got one caller. Well, Luke, I think that people did not call because they just don't want to talk about Panic at the Disco, even if it is their distaste
I
for the
think
band.
it's also midnight.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're probably right. No one likes them.
No, people just didn't want to call because people are like, nah, man, great fan. No need to chat about that.
Sebastian, welcome to the show. Do you like Panic at the Disco?
G'day, boys. I love Panic at the Disco.
Hey!
2000s band, awesome.
What's your favourite song?
Oh, Time to Dance, classic.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Sebastian, you've specifically disobeyed
and
me.
not
I
an
was
album
not
track.
looking for you.
Hey, Sebastian, do you know the song "Oh Glory" on the Japanese deluxe edition?
I can't say I have heard of that one, to be
not
honest.
a true fan, but hey, I really appreciate the call.
Hey, Radio
Yeah.
Dave, could you hang up on Sebastian, please? Get
No,
rid of
not
him.
at all. Hey, great to chat, Sebastian. All right. He's gone. Lewis.
It brings us to the end of the show, man. I
does.
think, can I just say, absolutely flawless paneling by our guest panel operator, Radio Dave,
Yeah.
who only communicates with sound effects.
Yes, I think it was, if you're a regular listener of the show, you would have been like, wow, this seems smooth. And you're correct, because Radio Mike wasn't here.
Yeah.
He was in Sydney watching a big nerd show at the Opera House.
Yes.
The Kingdom of Hearts soundtrack at the Sydney Opera House.
And then he topped off an amazing night by just listening to our show.
Yeah,
and
he could have
texting
been
feedback.
here. His flight came back at like 8 p.m. He was like, oh, I mightn't make it. And he's just sitting at home.
Well,
so.
he texted me, and even he said, man, this guy's so good. There's like no mistakes. He's so much better than me. So at least he knows. But that's the end of the show, guys. Thanks very much for listening.
And-
We're going to be back tomorrow night talking
and also-
about our no-track album.
Yes, and also if you want to check out Panic at the Disco at High Sense
No.
Arena, Saturday the 13th of October.
No, if you want to
Tickets at
follow Luke and Lewis on
tickettech.com.
Facebook, we're also on Instagram.
Still, no
We've got
A reserve
podcast.
left, but still
Don't
side view
plug
seating.
someone else's concert on our
Huh?
show. I'm ending it. It's
Get
Luke and
there.
Lewis on the Fox.
Get some on Gumtree if it's already sold out.
Luke and Lewis on 1019 The Fox.